What's good, y'all, man? We are back with another video, man. Say we got fraternity court again, man. Hey, I've been like reacting to the videos, bro, cause like I just want to see what goes on in these court cases with these crazy people. And today we got crazy teen mom cases in fraternity court. What we finna see? What happened, man? Get to the video, bro.
You're 18 years old, sleeping with men. You all using sex like it's a spectator sport. She's sleeping for the wrong reason. And ultimately, you know this is your responsibility.
Who's crazy?
For some teenage moms, it is a struggle to prove the paternity of their child because most people believe they have multiple partners. This usually results in a heated paternity court case just like this one.
I never established a relationship with this child. That child been to my house 3 times. If that's the case, Your Honor,
Going back home and act a fool in the street because you're not going to act it up in here.
When you watch paternity court cases, the man doubting a child's paternity is usually in court stating that his partner cheated, and he might be the father. However, this case seemed to be adding a twist when this happened.
Ms. Jackson, you are to determine the paternity of your alleged granddaughter. You claim your son would be a fool to think he fathered. She's a liar and had sex with multiple men.
The case became more interesting when the defendant admitting to having intercourse with other men, but argued that Ms. Jackson had already accepted the baby. At this point, Ms. Jackson felt the need to make some clarifications.
Your Honor, I never accepted the baby. I stated from day one, I do not believe my granddaughter.
But why is Ms. Pickens claiming that Ms. Jackson accepted her baby if that did not happen?
She came to my home with her mother. I never even heard of this young lady.
That's because you don't have a relationship with your son.
Yes,
I knew your son.
And he never mentioned her.
Okay, let's get some order, ladies.
They quit. They got and get rowdy, boy. Golly.
Miss Jackson claimed she never heard of Miss Pickens or her baby and only met them when the baby was 4 months old.
She comes in with this child. And again, I said, I have a problem because you said it was another man's child. At the end of the day, this is not my grandchild when I never knew of y'all.
The arguments gave the impression that there was apparent doubts about the paternity of Miss Pickens' baby. Judge Lake wants to understand why Miss Pickens believed Miss Jackson's son was her baby's father.
I did believe that it was one of the guys that I was dating.
How many guys were you sleeping with?
She
When I
don't
met
know
him, me
that.
and the boy stopped.
So she also said
Me
she
and the
was
boy
here.
stopped.
When Miss Pickens met Miss Jackson's son, she already had a boyfriend, but somehow they got into a relationship. She described her relationship with Miss Jackson's son as just messing around.
Me and her son was messing around
And
every
you had
day.
on with someone else at that same time.
No, not at that
John,
same time.
The ladies could not seem to agree on some basic situation surrounding the relationship, which birthed the baby whose paternity is in dispute.
When me
We're
and her,
going to understand a couple things. I ask the questions, you answer them. Talk to me.
After breaking up with Miss Jackson's son, Miss Pickens admitted to having an affair with another man she thought was the father.
Why are you convinced he's not the father
I
and Miss
just-
Jackson's son is?
yes, I did thought the other guy was her daddy. The last person I slept with, I'm going to think that he was her father.
This statement meant that Miss Pickens was pretty young and inexperienced at the time of conception. She did not know how pregnancy worked, and she just wanted someone to call the father of her baby.
Bro.
If my daughter was not yours, you can come over with your daughter and spend the night.
Because my son is claiming this is his child.
Miss Jackson acknowledged that her son felt like this was his daughter, but she has never accepted the child as her granddaughter.
My son looks more like her
So
mother.
you're saying when you look at the baby, you
I
don't
do
have
not-
that feeling
Exactly.
that
This is my grandchild. I love dearly and take very good care of them.
Apart from this doubt, Miss Jackson had some ugly experiences with Miss Pickens,
Man.
leading her to be wary of
Is
whatever she says.
Like, you feel me? This doesn't get to the
Several men.
conclusion
She
now.
have lied, stated she was pregnant with twins because her mother told me it was a lie. She was in the hospital when she really wasn't, Your Honor.
This gives a wrong impression of the kind of person Miss Pickens
gets
is,
to the
and
conclusion,
explains why
man.
Miss Jackson can't trust her. But that is not all.
I was kind of hurt. I was kind of hurt. Yes, I did lie.
We found out because we
no,
called the hospital.
No, I did lie because I was kind of hurt.
At this point, Miss Pickens also steps in and tries to explain things from her point of view.
I'm not gonna say what my child don't do. She is wrong. Why do this one gotta get it? This grown woman, and I got a 30-something-year-old woman. I'm talking.
There seem to be some misplaced priorities, because Miss Jackson's son's current girlfriend claims Miss Pickens is obsessed with her relationship. Miss Jackson also promised to take good care of the baby if the test revealed that she was the grandmother.
Mrs. Jackson, you are not her grandmother.
Gotcha.
In Judge Lauren Lake's court,
She threw
these
some paper
people
at her
are
face,
arguing
bro.
over the paternity of their
Bro.
child due to the allegations of cheating. However, this seems to be a different breed of the paternity court case.
Ms. White, your daughter's low self-esteem have led to promiscuity. Ms. White, you admit you are unsure who fathered daughter, but say you blame your mother.
Miss White is in court with two fathers, who are both possible fathers to her 3-month-old daughter. But how did Miss White and her mom end up in this situation?
Your Honor, it's been 12, 13 years old, misbehaving in school. She said because her weight problem. I say she looked beautiful to me.
Now, it seems Miss White's weight is the current problem, which
Bro, it
gets the
don't
ball
matter what
rolling
you
for
think,
today's
bro. It
case.
doesn't matter what the
Like,
significant
everywhere
other.
you go, you have to be a certain size. You know, I couldn't fit into it. And she offered to take me to the Y. I got teased on up there.
Sometimes people suffer discrimination despite efforts to get back in shape.
I'm not saying that's
and
just
this
how
can have
society
grave
is, bro.
consequences.
Boys was throwing candy and water on me. You know, people could tell you you're beautiful. I don't feel like it's true.
The weight
You
issue
know what I'm
made
saying?
Miss White
Like,
quite lonely, and she wanted to
if
be
you're not
with
getting that-
someone, a partner.
If you're not giving that attention from the opposite gender, nigga, the same gender, girls like that don't care about what you're talking about, bro. Like if the opposite gender saying that, then okay. But if another girl tell her that jump, man, she not worried about that jump, bro.
They're in a beautiful relationship.
I wanted someone to, you know, Valentine's Day, I wanted gifts. I wanted all that, and I never got it.
Miss White's mother explained that her daughter was always finding love in the
Yeah.
wrong places because she became desperate.
She want boyfriends. You know, you jeopardizing your life sitting in a strange car with people I've never seen before.
Miss White had a friend who always introduced her to guys she felt were good enough. After the introduction, Miss White would have a relationship with the guy, but the friend always had someone new to introduce.
I mean, I was dating Mr. Langford.
Mr. Clopton as well.
I wasn't dating him. That was just like a one-night stand.
Were there any other men you were with during this time?
There was another guy in the house also.
At this point, it felt like Miss White's self-esteem
Boy,
was
taking that
also
junk
affected
down, I
because
ain't
she
gonna
didn't
lie.
seem to be able to stay with only one partner.
Boy, taking that
Judge
shit
Lauren
down.
Lake then felt a need to motivate and advise her before bringing in the potential fathers.
Before anybody comes in here and tells me anything, I want you to know, number one, you're beautiful. You have to believe it yourself,
Yes.
okay?
The possible fathers were then allowed to go into the court, where Judge Lake asked them about the nature of their relationship with Miss White.
We were dating for about a month. After the month, she had some trust issues with me, had a threesome with her.
During the time of conception,
Yes, ma'am.
one of the possible fathers.
Yes, ma'am.
Since there were two guys in court who could be the father of Miss White's baby, Judge Lake also asked the other guy
But
about
he
his
look
relationship
like he
with Miss
about
White.
18, 19.
So she started coming to me, let's have sex and stuff. The other guy,
What other guy?
she used to date.
This other gentleman came in the room.
Yes, ma'am.
These guys claim that they had intercourse with Miss White on nights when other guys also had intercourse with her. These statements meant that they had doubts about the paternity of Miss White's child.
Christy came over and she was talking to my other friend and she was telling him she wanted to have sex with him before she even just knew him. Threesome at my house. Yes, ma'am, it happened at my house. I was there in the room.
In the room?
In the room.
Yes, and I can't control.
Miss White's
In the
mother
room
had
is
preferences
crazy.
on which of the young men she hopes is her
I ain't gonna lie,
granddaughter's
bro, that's
father,
crazy,
because
bro.
she already had met him through her daughter.
I'm hoping Philip is the daddy so we'll know she still have a father. That's all she needs. She gonna be taken care of regardless, Your Honor.
The results are in, and Judge Lake is ready to reveal what is contained in those envelopes. For the first result,
Mr. Clopton, you are not.
Good.
Miss White's mother seems happy with the first result, but Mr. Clopton is disappointed despite being absent from the baby's life since birth.
I'm going through a lot right now.
There was a lot on your mind. You all are not making it better for yourselves.
Now, let's get the second result to ascertain baby Christina's birth father.
Mr. Langford, you are her father.
All right, bro. So at least she got clear. At least she know who the father is now. But man, hope I never see none of y'all on this jump, man. You know. But, hey, man, life happens. Nah, like really, it happens. But you make it what you make it. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully y'all like the video, man. Yeah, bro. See y'all tomorrow, bro.